Good morning. It's bright and early. I'm so happy that you come here to join me to fight CPS with your host, Bob Pace. This is a live stream that's broadcast daily. I have two live streams that go. My daily one in the morning typically is Monday through Friday at 10 o'clock. There are exceptions. Like this morning, I had to come on at 8 o'clock because I have a doctor's appointment to go to. Anyway, it's a warm welcome. And Monday through Friday, it's 10 a.m. typically, but today it's going to be 8 a.m. On the weekends, I come on at 8 o'clock in the morning. And that's my morning show, Fight CPS with Bob Pace. Now, I have another show, a live stream, at 7 o'clock every night of the week, unless something comes up, and I know soon, latter part of August, is going to start the Monday Night Lights football, the high school football. I love football, as I do many other things. But anyway, I will be come on earlier on Friday nights. So, my nightly show is 7 o'clock. It's called Fight CPS and Stop Taking Our Children. Now, both these shows were found on Facebook. I have a Facebook page devoted to CPS. And I've been doing this now for almost 22 months now, because tomorrow will be 22 months. I started in October of 2023. So these last 21 months, I've not failed. I've been on the show. Sometimes I've even started early. I had my time confusing. A lot of times I've had trouble technically. But I'm pleased to say that I finally have gotten that computer. It went down on sale. Oh, God, it went on sale, I think, at almost $600. The computer that I wanted in January. It took me 6 months to save up for it, but it should take care of my woes here. I have to get it loaded with StreamYard, which is the application I use. Now, StreamYard broadcasts is using YouTube, but it's a great application. You can interact it, you can send messages, emojis, you can even talk on it and so forth, like with guests and things like that. Now, there's a couple housekeeping things or ways that you can interact. One thing to keep in mind, this is your live stream, meaning that you have a chance to talk. One of the things that people talk about is how to make a message, text a message, or make a question or a comment about CPS. Now, I know we don't have too many people on because they didn't know it's going to get early. I requested several days ago, but heard the green light late last night. But I did tell everybody last night I'd be on at 8 o'clock in the morning. And if you check the follow button below, please do. Also, try to leave reviews. And also, if you want to be notified when I'm on, check the notification button. Now, I have a banner up that talks about how to text a message to me. And it's self-explanatory. You can read it as well as I can. Now, the reason why I have the word country is for people outside the United States. I know all the states in the United States. I know what country you're in. So if you're in the United States, you don't have to put your country. But if you're outside the United States, try to put your country along with your city. And if you have a state or a province, that would be great. The countries so far that have been a part of my program that either text in or even called has been Indonesia, Bangladesh, India, then up to the Middle East is Saudi Arabia and Libya, then over to Africa, to Liberia, and Sudan and Republic of Congo, over to Rwanda, Mozambique, and of course the provinces of South Africa. Then we go up to Europe, and it's the United Kingdom, England, Scotland, Wales, and then Denmark and Sweden. Then across the pond, it's North America, Canada, its provinces, and then United States and all its states. I even heard from Washington, D.C. And then south the border, Mexico, then further south in South America, above Brazil on the east coast is Grenada. Then across the South Pacific, I've had New Zealand and the land down under, Australia with its states. So it's well diversified people. It's over 2,500 people have called in or texted in, been a part of this live stream. Anyway, I'm here to help you about CPS. Now, I'm not an attorney, but I've been doing this now, fighting CPS, since 2010. So that's over 15 years. Now, I am a family man. I've helped raise 6 children. 3 are really grown up and have families of their own. And then my younger children, 3 of them. I have 42 years of marriage experience and over 61 years of life experiences. You know, life experience is really important. Your life skills, such as CPS. No one knows what CPS is or who they are until you get involved. And then when you get involved, it's too late. It's terrible. It's been a nightmare for me. CPS has interfered with me getting work. I lost my forever home. I lost my youngest daughter. And my family has been disassembled or hanging in there, barely. My marriage is all that great because they had to struggle through all this. And I'm sad to say that my kids were impacted by it. See, you don't understand. When you get involved in CPS, it's supposed to be a government entity that's supposed to help you and protect children from neglect and abuse. But they're supposed to do family reunification. They're supposed to provide social services in the area of food and shelter and clothing, education, medical, even giving you a job, transportation, another area I can't forget. All those things are supposed to be available from the government. And they should be. We've been going for the last 4 years, giving every Tom, Dick, and Harry when they come to the country. I mean, you think about it. You live in places in Central America, Mexico, down in South America, around the world, in China, whatever. You come to the United States, it has open borders. Not anymore, but you come in the United States with open borders. Millions of people every year let into this country. These people weren't vetted. They were known criminals, known people from mental hospitals. They had all kinds of issues. But they went ahead and got social services that give them all the stuff. They get a job offered in California at McDonald's starting at $22 an hour. Now, if you're only making, $5 a day in a country and you come here to the United States and suddenly you're making over $100 a day, that's quite a lot of money. They give them food stamps, $500, $600, depending on the number of their family. They give medical for everybody. They give free education for the children, and you can take some education classes yourself, they offer. It's a whole gamut. But times are changing now. We have a new government agency. And let me, before I forget, another way to be with this live stream is to be a guest. You can interact as a guest on my live stream. And again, the banner's up. You can read it. All you do is contact my show producer. Grace and email her. And you pick one of my 14 shows. By the way, the show times I'm giving you are on Pacific Standard Time. That's the West Coast of California. I'm south at LA on the beach at Surf City, USA. I'm 3 blocks from the ocean. So the ocean is my life. I love the ocean. Try to greet it every day at 4 a.m. in the morning at dawn patrol. And if the surf's up, I have to go and get my gills wet. Yes, I'm a surfer too. So please text in one of my shows. Just say I want to be Bob's Sunday morning show, or Bob's Saturday night show, or Bob Friday morning show. Or when you'd say night or morning, and one day of the week. That's all you have to tell her. And Grace will send you back with a link that gets you on StreamYard. You just copy and paste, and you're there. If you get knocked off, you repost the link again. Also, she'll go over the rules such as no eating or smoking on the show, no profanity, and we do not use the names of children, judges, or social workers. Those are some general rules. It's always important that we all try to be here, be positive to one another. Don't make fun of each other. Do not use this for your political gain or anything else. This is strictly about the child protection system. That's what I call CPS, the child protection system. It has different names in every state. So it'd be too hard to sit here and tell you the 30 or 40 names. Some of them are just known Child Protection Services, CPS. Some are known the Department of Children and Family Services, DCF&S. Some are known as Department of Children's Services, DCS. Some are known as the Cabinet. But I make it simple. I just call it the Child Protection Systems, and it abbreviates for CPS short. And you can find all you can about that. You can find that all you can. So please join me as a guest. And lastly, I got my phone number up. It's 626-698-0990. That's 626-698-0990. And that's my work phone number. And I work for Vincent W. Davis. He's my attorney that I hired. His picture is on the upper right-hand corner if you face the screen. His name is Vincent W. Davis. He's the lawyer that you really want to get. I got him, and he got my kids back. He has 39 years of fighting CPS. He's trained and skilled and licensed in the area of juvenile law, family law, and dependency law. Those are the 3 areas of law that you're going to be involved in with your child protection system, CPS. So he meets all those. He exceeds all those. He once was in foster care himself as a small child growing up. So he knows about the foster care system. He is also a trial attorney. He can do trials. He also can do civil lawsuits against the agency. He's done that. When your case is over, he can fight for you and win millions of dollars from CPS. He's fought them in state court and civil court. Now, I'll be right back. I need to check on something. I'll be right back. So my voice is going to go muted, and I'm going to go off the air for 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry for the disappearance, but I had to take care of a personal matter. But we have now people in the room. They're good. People that want to be notified are being notified. So I'm glad to have you here and welcome you all. Now, I have my number up. That means you can call in live on my phone, and I gladly talk to you. Sure, my phone is fine. We have a good half an hour left to talk. And I would love to hear from you. This is an interactive live stream, meaning you, the people here, are the ones that make a difference. You're the ones that can make it happen here. Um, I have 5 rules that I've come up with that will help you. Things that these 5 rules, if I had known them, I would never have my kids taken from me. You see, you're dealing with an entity that is corrupt, that does revenge, that steals and lies. Now, not all of CPS is bad, but at least 50% of them I say is bad. The reason why I know that is that just take, for instance, example of the people that do the reporting, that call in and tell CPS someone's bad. That's the problem. We have 2 kinds of individuals. We have the professional, which are required by law to report any suspect of abuse, of our children, abuse or neglect. And the professional, they found out of the 4,200,000 cases of reports last year, 2024, that half of them were no good. And that's coming from professional people. Now, 75% of all cases called are for neglect, and 25% are abuse. Now, abuse is severe. That's where there's some physical harm that's come to the child. Neglect is more of a mentally harm, and it can also cause physical problems, such as not feeding the child correctly. But these so-called professionals are wrong. Half of the time. And the other people that call in are your lay people. These are people that are your relatives, neighbors, friends, your family members, person at the store. They don't deal with children professionally, because the professionals are your school teachers, your administrators, your counselors, and then there is the doctors and the nurses. Then there's the caregiving professionals and the policemen and the firemen. These are all professionals that deal with the children, and they're required by law to report. So anyway, these lay people, I would say 75% of the time they're wrong, because they use CPS as a form of alienation from family members to get back at your spouse. You don't like the neighbor's yard growing in your yard, so you're going to tell them they have a CPS issue, or the dog's barking too loud, and you call them and you have a CPS issue. A lot of people call CPS, but that's like Pandora's box. You open up a whole can of worms. The rogue CPS, the bad CPS, are like hungry dogs running around in circles chasing their tail. They're looking for a case. And some have eagles that their head is so huge. It's sad. It's really sad that the individual gets. I know firsthand from experience. I know. I've lost a daughter to them. I lost my forever home to them. I can't find work because they put stuff in my background that isn't true. Unfortunately for me, in 2010, I lost my forever job. I've been working a long time. Been working for 45 years. I was 60 years old when I lost my job. I thought it was a job I could hang on to and retire. But now I'm faced with, after losing my home and losing half of my retirement and the other half given to my attorney to get my kids back, I have nothing. So I have to go back to work. And that's the hardest thing to do. I have a little job that pays peanuts. If it does pay, it takes weeks and weeks and weeks to get paid. It's at Bangladesh wages, but it's a job. But I am looking for something more secure and pays a week to week basis there. Now, I'm having trouble seeing everything here. Hold on. Here we go. Well, either something has happened with my screen. I can't see everything. I wonder what happened. I can't see the background. I don't know what's happened. I hit escape and nothing happens here. Hold on a second. That's part of my problem. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm still trying to get to learn Windows 11, I guess. Okay. Now, there we go. And thank you for the emoji. I always love those emojis. And that's Donna Yana Sky, who's been in here every morning checking things out. I love to talk to you sometime, Donna. Um, I think because my show is an hour early or 2 hours early, my people have missed me this morning, my regulars. Now, it's a hard thing to comprehend what they do to you. It really is. With my case, it was sad because when I lost my job through no fault of my own, I had to deal with CPS for 5 years. And what they were doing is that they were calling me because they had received reports that my wife and I were doing something to our children. That was neglect or abuse. See, when people call in, you don't know who it is, and that's wrong. They should be mandated to, if they're going to report it, to put in writing, sign their name, and leave a phone number so they can be reached, or leave an address. But instead, they call in. As I said, 75% of the time, they're wrong. And the professionals are 50% wrong. And the whole reporting system sucks. It's not handled professionally. And the sad part is CPS think you're guilty. It's the only legal matter where you're guilty until you're proven innocent. And again, that's wrong. You're not guilty till you're proven innocent. It should be the other way around. You're innocent till you're proven guilty. So anyway, um, you have to deal with this charge. And sometimes they're like a witch hunt. They come knocking at your door, pounding your door. They come with a sheriff or even a policeman, and they'll come with maybe one or two or three or four. They come with every Tom, Dick, and Harry. It's ridiculous. Um, the only reason why police are supposed to be involved is two reasons. One, to protect a social worker from harm, because people have been known to hurt social workers. And so, therefore, their protection. The other thing is to serve a warrant. But instead, they come to intimidate you. And being intimidated is wrong. They're supposed to protect and to serve, but they're so badly used. And anyway, they come to the home and they try to get their way into the home. As soon as they're in the home, they think they got permission to search your home. They also think they can take your children. And they'll say that. Social workers and police are very rude and unprofessional in the 50% of the cases that I've heard or seen. That is sad. Oh boy. Now, when they report you, they're going to have to investigate within 24 hours. And they need to find out whether it's safe with your children. Do they have to be removed? Um, and a lot of times they are safe. My children were very safe when they removed them. They're in school. Being in school is not key to danger. And being home, they had their own rooms, their own bathrooms. Um, they're well taken care of. But for whatever reason, I think it's the 5 years that social worker has been trying to find something wrong with my family, that they went ahead and took my children and did a revengeful attack on me and my family. And they did. They destroyed my life. It's been very hard. But I don't want the same mistake can happen to you. So that's why I developed these rules. Rule 1 is that you always have to deal with an attorney. You may try to do it yourself, pro se, or try to get an attorney pro bono. You're not going to go very far. The pro bono attorneys are not very good. Pro se, you'll be eaten up alive. The judge does not want to deal with you. Judges are interesting people. They're supposed to be referees in a court of law. That means they're supposed to make the plaintiff attorneys and the but a lot of times you check their background and they don't even have a background in family law or juvenile law or dependency law. My judge was terrible. I'm dropping everything. Oh. So it's a hard thing to deal with them. You don't want to talk to them. You want to have your attorney present. That's why it's important. The first thing you want to do is get that attorney in place. And a life skill that I'd like to share with you is something called legal insurance. A lot of people don't think about legal insurance. I don't know why, but I didn't think about it. I didn't know about it. We do so hard to get insurance for everything else. We can get pet insurance, but we forget about legal insurance. There's your car accident insurance. Then there is the car repair insurance. There's the household insurance for weather or fires. And we also get the insurance for appliances. Then there's your medical insurance for your taking care of your body and so forth. But you should really look into legal insurance. It's a premium you pay monthly, varies from 50 cents to $1 per day. So some of them cost $400 a year, which is not a bad premium because they will pay for the retainer for your attorney. See, retainers sometimes can be $5,000 or $50,000 because attorneys are so expensive. They're usually from $200 to $1,000. Now, my attorney, Vincent Davis, is $500 an hour. and his retainer for LA County, California, is typically at $5,000. But everything depends on your case, the complexity of your case, and how long your case has been going on would determine the retainer. And Vincent does go to other states, by the way, besides California. But what's tacked onto the retainer is the airfare, the hotel and accommodations, the ground transportation, and the food, and then the state license that you have to get. So, like, for instance, I quoted somebody in Georgia that wanted Mr. Davis was $125,000. The same quote went out to the person in Wisconsin. So money for attorneys is hard. But if you don't get an attorney, all you have to do is think about open heart surgery. That's what CPS is. You know, it takes a professional doctor with a lot of training, internship, residency, um, to follow someone, the mentor, the license he has to get passed, and so forth. Well, CPS is a lot like that. You're fighting them like it's open heart surgery. They're not very professional, and they want to take all the money from you. They want to take all the money. Now, I've been talking now for 45 minutes, and soon my show will be over actually, my show will be over in 5 minutes. So I got to wind down here. In fact, let me put up another banner up here. And it's the banner of working with the Department of Government Efficiency. It's a government entity that was created by the new president to investigate all the government agencies, and they're doing a good job. They are investigating social services. I know that for a fact because in my dealings with social service, I had an intake worker that called me, and on the line, a lady broke in and said, "Hi, I'm a supervisor working for Doge, and we're here investigating the social services of Orange County. And in Orange County, the Child Protection Agency is a part of social services. Anyway, they want to make sure I'm treated fairly and that the social worker was listening and everything. Well, it was like night and day. Suddenly, the social worker spoke English. I could understand it. I didn't feel like I was in a different country. And they answered my question thoroughly, and they got back to me when they did a mistake. All that was a wonderful news. Anyway, they can be reached. They have a website. Go to it. They have a lot of information on the website. They're very knowledgeable. And they will help you. They have a phone number that's the White House 202. And they have an email. You can email. So I strongly recommend that you contact them when you found out that nothing seems to be working. You've tried to deal with the managers or supervisors, the director of CPS. You've tried the civil rights coordinator at the state level. Um, the ombudsperson is a waste of time. And so are the CASA people. They're not going to help you. Their ears for CPS. They have their own hidden agenda. They helped destroy my daughter. They don't believe in family reunification. It's sad. It really is sad. Anyway, we're getting close to the end of my show here. I need to wind down. We didn't really have anybody talk. Doesn't mean it's a bad show. It just part of the reason is I came on earlier and the word was given out, but apparently other people got other things to do at 8:00 in the morning. That's why I do my show at 10, because usually people are up by then, and the people that need help get help. The people that need help get help. Anyway, my shows are recorded, so you can listen to this if you missed anything. But try to get that attorney. I don't know how important it is, that rule number 1. Now, my rules are explained to in other shows, so you can hear about number 2, which is documentation. Number 3, which is don't open the door and don't talk to the social workers or the police. Number 4 is how to use the internet and how to find out things about your case. And number 5 is make copies of important documents to keep with you at all times. A lot of people forget that. So I want to thank you all for listening. My prayers go out for a lot of people that need prayers. There's a lady that calls me that just lost her mother. She's dealing with another form of abuse, is adult protection services. Yes, a lot of people don't know that exists, but that's for your senior citizens. Her mother was abused, and they were actually trying to come after her because she spoke up about the bad things that they were doing. So I want to thank you all very much for listening. God bless you all. And remember, fight for your children. Do not give up their right. And I will see you tonight at 7 p.m. and that is Pacific Standard Time. That's the West Coast. If you're on the East Coast, you're 3 hours ahead of me. If you're in England, you're 8 hours ahead of me. And if you're in Europe or Africa, you're 9 hours ahead of me. So there'll be a brief video that talks about Mr. Davis. It's a nice video. It's kind of got a good tempo to it. Listen to it. And this is Bob Pace signing off.
A vivid picture is encrypted in your mind as the critics get in line like they're witnessing a crime. But then you notice there's a shiver in your spine from the feelings of discontentment and bitterness combined. Heartbroken when you listen to the judges, another kid's innocence corrupted. And if you go against it, it's destructive. Consider this predicament the toughest, but we believe in a system fit for justice. Child Protective Services only pretends to save it. The one solution for this is worthy of instant praises. 30 years of experience with relentless cases. Allow me to introduce them. This is Vincent Davis, defending you when they don't think a mother fits the role. Is it juvenile dependency or government control? Observe the pain in their eyes. It's time for us to realize we are the last ones left.